Hello everybody and welcome back to your 30-day Mat Pilates Summer Shred Challenge. We are officially on day 14, which means you are almost halfway there. I feel like this has just absolutely flown by and you guys have absolutely been crushing it. So today, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be focusing more on mobility. So we're going to slow things down. Nothing's going to be too crazy today, but it's also just as important so that way you're able to show up and do these harder workouts a lot more efficiently. So with that being said, I'm having you come onto your mat. We're going to start with our left leg bent and our right leg just reaching out long. I already honestly feel this because I'm kind of sore, so this in itself can be a challenge. We kind of have like a half split going on. And I want you to just reach your left arm up to the ceiling and reach over to the right, creating that nice rainbow. Good. We're just going to be holding these positions similar to the first stretching video, a little bit longer, because with stretching we kind of have to stay in a movement longer to really see the benefits from it. So we're just holding here for a little bit. You can keep your hands crossed over your body like this, and also bring it down on the mat, whatever feels more comfortable for you. When it comes to this stretching and mobility, it's really important that you kind of take what feels good. This is kind of your chance to kind of like have a little bit more creativity and flow with what feels good in your body than some of our other workouts. Good, now come up and I want you to just turn your body so your chest face forward. You're gonna lower your chest down towards your knee. Good, holding here. You can walk your hands out to reach towards your ankle to pull yourself down further, or you can just leave those hands down on the mat, reaching the elbows down and bringing the nose towards the knee. Good, just holding here. Really breathing through the movements. Make sure you let that leg sink deep down. We don't really want to bend it too much up. Good, from here, sit up. And then you're just going to go ahead and cross your right leg over the left leg. The left leg's already in that nice bent position. You're going to take your left arm, cross it over the right leg. You're going to twist your body to the other side. This is going to give you a little bit of a spinal rotation, but you're really going to feel it in that right glute, especially if you're sore. We're just holding here. You guys should be so proud of yourself. If you have shown up to all of these workouts, that stuff is not easy. And I'm sure you guys are already starting to see the results. This is kind of the time where maybe you're not quite seeing a ton of results yet, but it's the consistency that from this point on is when things are really going to start to make a huge difference and change. I feel like the first 2 weeks is a lot of like building the habits, getting into the routine of it, showing up for yourself, telling yourself like you're capable of doing these things. And then once you continue past that point is when you start to really see the physical, the mental, the spiritual changes, all the things. So keep showing up. You guys are absolutely killing it. Go ahead and bring the right leg on top of the left leg. We're gonna get a little bit deeper into that glute. So you're gonna bend the left leg now, facing upwards. You're gonna walk your body towards that right leg, bringing your chest as close to your leg, your right leg as possible. I'll turn to the side so you guys can see this a little bit better. I think most people are pretty familiar with this stretch here. We're just holding once again. My legs are very tight, so I feel this a lot. Maybe rock back and forth just a tiny bit. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and come back to the position we started in, except we're just switching legs. So you're going to extend this time your left leg out long. Your right knee is going to bend in front of you. Notice this side might feel a little bit different than the other side. That's perfectly normal. There's always one side of our body that tends to be a lot tighter than the other side. That doesn't always just come down to your muscles. I'm gonna have you reach up and over to the left side. But it can also come down to just the way that we're like built. For example, I have scoliosis, so every side of me is a little different. There's part of me that's tighter than the other side, just simply based off my like skeleton structure. So that could be the same for you. You can have a curve, a scoliosis curve in a different direction, and a different side's tighter for you. Just take note of how those things feel in your body so you can kind of work to like improve whichever side is tighter or weaker. Can you reach your right arm and body over a little bit more? Can you reach your right arm over a little bit more? Sink a little bit deeper. Don't sink into your body. You want to make sure everything's still open. So you want to roll the shoulder back still and reach over. Even if that means you have to come up and you're just here, that might even be twisting over this way, because the goal for this exercise is to have a really open chest. Good, now from here you can turn the body so you're intentionally lowering the chest down, lowering the hands down, bringing that front body and chest close to that knee. You can walk those hands out, walk them back in. This right side of my back is definitely way tighter than the other side. Again, that comes into just the kind of the framework of my body and the skeleton. Keep breathing. You still want to make sure we're breathing and finding our breath through these stretches. It'll make it easier for us to sink deeper and get more into the movement. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Bring it back up. And we're going to go ahead and cross that left leg this time over the right leg. Twist your right arm across your right side of your body and bring your gaze behind you. I'm really curious where you guys are all watching from. Comment down below like where you guys are located at. I'd love to know who's all tuning in. Amazing. Now finishing with the left leg on top of that right leg. I'm going to turn this side so you guys can see it for that big final glute stretch here. Breathe through it. Maybe flex and point the toes if you feel like you need that. I'm super excited because after this, I'm sending out the sign-up link for our first retreat. So if you guys don't know, Lux Core hosts Pilates retreats all over the globe. Our first one is going to be in June. It's going to be in Cabo. So if you guys didn't know about that or weren't able to get into the sign-up in time, so make sure you follow us on our socials. They're down below. We post all sorts of updates regarding retreats, virtual and when in-person classes will eventually be available. So definitely check us out there. Good, we're holding for 5, 4, keep bringing your chest closer to get an even deeper stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Good. From here, I want you to bring your legs in front of you, so you're bending your right knee and you're bending your left knee. Let me face this way so you guys can see it. So you're in this kind of like crisscross position. Now from here, I want you to actually sit up tall, and we're going to work a little bit of our hip mobility. So from here, you're going to lift your legs up, and then cross them in the other direction without using our hands. That's the goal. So we're just lifting up and setting them back down. We also want to try and stay as tall up, so really lifting through our upper body rather than slouching and going like this. Maybe we start like this a little bit, right? But you might need to scoot back or adjust on your mat. But the goal is to stay nice and tall as we twist, really opening those hips up. Amazing job. Let's do 2 more in each direction. Last one. I'm scooting really close to you guys. Good. Now come onto your hands and knees. We're going to take a good child's pose back just for a second here. We're going to reach our arms over to the right so we get a nice big stretch in that left side body. You can reach your arms a little bit further. Yes, you can. Good, now come center and reach them over to the left. I did not wear a good top to do mobility in. Lesson learned. Reach over a little bit further to that left side. Good, now come back to center. Come onto your hands and knees and we're going to take some cat-cows. So just inhale around the spine and exhale, gaze up towards the ceiling. Good, inhale, round up. Bring your gaze towards your thighs and exhale, gaze up towards the ceiling. Good, keep going here. Really follow your breath. Give me 2 more in each direction. Amazing. Find a nice neutral spine. Come onto your knees. Give me a little half push-up to bring yourself all the way down onto the ground. We're going to work on some upper body mobility. This is probably, honestly, my least favorite because my spine and back tend to be very tight. So we're going to start in just some little cobras. So come onto your forearms. You're just going to reach and bring your gaze up to the ceiling and then lower back down. Good. Pressing yourself up and lowering down. If you're able to, you press your palms down. You take a full big stretch back and lower yourself all the way down. Press yourself back and down. Good, you can also stay with just that smaller modified position and down. We're going to do 2 more here. Last one. Lower down. And now I want you to reach your arms out in front of you. You're going to lift yourself up slightly off the mat. And you're going to come all the way back down. Good. Lift yourself up. And back down. Good. As you do this, really sink your hips in, but pick your abdominals up and squeeze your glutes. Good. We're just here for 4. For 3. For 2. hold it. I want you to bring your hands to touch behind your back and then reach them back out in front of you. Good. Come back. Need to adjust my top a little bit, but you guys keep going. Reach your hands back and forward, back and forward. Keep going here. Keep breathing. Can you lift up a little bit higher as you do this? Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Meet me at the top and lower everything down. Good. Go ahead and push yourself back into a child's pose position. Just hold here for a second. From here, come onto your hands and knees. You're going to bring your right leg just in front of you into that modified runner's lunge position. We're just going to get ourselves to sink deeply into this. If your knee has a little bit of discomfort, you can either place something underneath it or you can just bring your hands down here. But either way, I want you to allow yourself to sink deeply into this hip. Good, just holding. You guys are killing it. You look absolutely amazing. If you lose your balance a little bit, just come straight on back up. Go ahead and lower your left hand down. Reach your right arm up high to the ceiling. And then bend it back in. Good, reaching and twisting into the ceiling. And bending down. I should say twisting down, you're not really bending. And this last time, you just hold up here and give me a little wrist twist. Circling the wrist to the right. Now reverse this twist of your wrist, circling it to the left. Bring that hand down. And now I want you to just straighten that right leg. That way we get a nice big stretch through the calves and the hamstrings. And just hold here for a bit. Keep breathing through this. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Bring your right foot to meet your left one and come into a plank position. We're not here for long, don't worry, we're just switching our feet. So bring the left leg now up forward into that runner's lunge. Set the right leg down. And again, we're just gonna sink deeply into this hip. Maybe you bring your hands down. Good, now from here, set your right hand out, and we're just gonna do those twists, reaching our left arm up to the ceiling, and twisting back down. Good, reaching out, and down. Keep going like this. Keeping our leg and hips synced really deep the entire time. We're not coming up as we lift. We're staying down as we lift. Now hold at the top and twist those wrists in the circle, twisting to the right to begin. Now twisting to the left. We are on our wrist a lot during Pilates, so it's important that we get those rolled out. Good, go ahead and lower down. And then straighten that left leg so we can get that nice hamstring and calf stretch in the back of our left leg. Bringing the chest towards the knee and just holding here. This is really good for me because it forces me to stretch when I have to film these, because I am definitely someone that tends to be like, oh, it's fine, and then a few weeks of it's fine goes by and I'm like, why did I do that? And then I get back into a routine of stretching. So don't be like me, make sure you keep stretching a regular part of your routine. That's one of the reasons we wanted to add it to this challenge, because it is just so important. And a good little active recovery is always great for the body. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back up. Okay, from here, I want you guys to try this little mobility move. It might feel a little uncomfortable at first, but that's totally normal. What you're gonna do is you're gonna turn your body, so if you're on your left foot, you're gonna turn so that you're facing outwards, so that the left foot is on a diagonal. You're gonna bend the left leg, keep the right leg straight. You're gonna let yourself sink down almost into just this position. It's probably easier if you look at me, except I want you to bring your hands in front of you so that your right leg is slightly at a hover. You might be more up here. That's totally normal, just depending on how flexible you are and how open your hips are. From here, I want you to pick yourself up, coming through into like a big, deep squat position, and then come over to the other side, sinking that left hip now down further. Good, now again, pick yourself up and coming across. Good, we're gonna continue with this motion. You kind of feel like, I feel like Spider-Man when I do this a little bit. Like I'm like, pew, pew, pew. Anyways, maybe you're like, I absolutely hate this. That's fine too. I think it's fun. So we're just gonna do a few more of these. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And the last one, finishing on that right side. Amazing. Now we'll finish coming into center here. So heel toe your feet, so they're about hip width distance apart, and just find a nice forward fold. I'm gonna turn myself to the side, so maybe that's better for you guys to see. And then you're gonna heel toe your feet all the way so that they're glued together and parallel in front of you, and just to that big forward fold. If your hands are up here, that's okay. The goal is, can you touch your fingertips down? And then get your hands all the way down there. Oop, I'm falling backwards. This is the last little thing you have here. Thank you for being so present with me. I know sometimes stretching can be a little infuriating. Some people love it. I just know that for me personally, whenever I'm trying to follow a stretching video, I'm like, okay, how close to the end? You guys made it. You did it, okay? Good. Just hold it here for a little bit longer. Now we're going to take a slow 8 count to come all the way up, so don't beat me to the top. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, let's just do a few breaths to get you out of here. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, come through center. Good, inhale, lift up. Let's do 2 more big deep breaths. So inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Amazing, you guys are done for today. Thank you for moving with me. If you need to take any other stretches, feel free to do do that right now, and we will see you guys tomorrow in day 15. You guys are absolutely killing it. Stay with it. You're gonna be so proud of yourselves, and you already should be so, so proud of yourselves.